Anymore.
We love you, man.
I don't love me.
You good DM. We love you.
Right, where's my new mess?
You let me flamethrower picks.
I didn't let you. You just happened to do that, and I couldn't say no. Like,
let's hope.
I mean,
zombies don't remember what happened.
I mean, acceptable casualties.
wow.
I should have done a perception check at the beginning.
I
but
mean, if they do, we'll just have to kill them all.
No, we won't. Was Heversham's son? Did I? Have I been dueling Heversham's son?
No, not
Okay,
as of yet. We're fine. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the full stream is back.
Yeah. So, for those of you watching still, thank you for staying with me. My fucking laptop just decided to restart on me with about zero information otherwise. So, I'm just gonna get the chat box so we can see you on the stream proper. Because that would be nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna change it to boxed because we can then see it proper.
Cool.
I'm going to use this time to continue with Mystic Method.
We'll be done in like a second, so.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, someone post in Twitch quick, just to check that it's working. Please. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Right, so, in the middle of all this messy battle shit, where were we last? You burnt the fuck out of Luvna. Yeah, so it is now the Pixies go. That had just attacked Resh, and they went for Pane, didn't they? And they did some damage. And an amount of damage, yes, they did. And now it's the Lady Maria's turn.
No.
How much damage did they do? You never told me.
I will, but as soon as I rolled, that's when my...
yeah, it restarted.
Ooh, 12.
Ow.
Ooh, 4d4.
What?
Yeah, 44.
Ooh.
No.
Let's see. Maths. Oh, yeah.
You unconscious?
No, I'm still alive.
You're bloody though.
Yeah, a strong wind will probably do me.
Okay, and now it's the lady's turn. So, she has recently been scorched, and she is still screaming. Like, she's not screaming in pain anymore, she's screaming in anger. And as you see her sort of enraged, you can see black cracks appearing on her body. But before you sort of see more than that, she clenches her two fists, and the two henchmen closest to Pane and Hal, they crumple. And a green energy comes out from their broken rib cages and their twisted arms as they completely are drained of all of their life. And you can see green magic coming towards the lady and it going through her body. The black cracks disappear.
She's like the rock engine I'm going to break.
And
It's a
she
good job I killed the other ones so she can't absorb their energy.
back to full health.
Yay. Wow. Full health.
Uh-huh.
No way.
I
did
guess
they
I'm going to
that
have
much
to use
health
another
in them.
fine for
Well,
her.
she ate them.
That's
So she
quite
took
the
their
energy
HP
drink.
plus their minus HP.
Yeah, these two are like... I don't think you've done as much damage to her as you think you've done.
It did fucking 34.
Let's go.
Okay.
Kill her.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking through these scribbles. Okay, there's one henchman left, and he's closest to Hal, so he will. Oh fuck! No, that's not what I wanted to do. 1d20. Ooh, yeah, he crits. In the bad way for you and the good way for us, me, the DM,
Rude.
only me. And he does D8. Does this work if I do this? Yes, it does. So he does 8 damage in total.
Ow.
And then it's Thresh's go.
Okay. Well, I'm still literally right next to her, so I'm just gonna try again to slash over her throat.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yay! I got a 16.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And then now I just need to do damage.
Okay.
9. 13.
13 damage. Okie dokie, let me do the thing where I,
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, I can do maths now. When I write it out, I can do the maths. Then it is, oh shit, I haven't scrabbled him out. He's definitely dead. Whee!
Did aim for the throat. Rush is aiming.
And as you sort of get a bit of her flesh, it just tastes like death. It tastes to you like, it just tastes wrong. Like, it tastes like necromancy. Yeah.
Did I?
You took a bite of her.
Oh, I clawed.
Oh, you clawed. Okay, well, either way, it feels wrong.
Okay.
Your claws can now taste. Hal, it's your go.
I don't like this guy. Did it. Yeah. The guy who attacked me, he's the last henchman?
Yeah.
How does he look?
I don't know anymore.
You don't know anymore. Health-wise.
Right, hang on.
That was a big hit.
Um,
Not really big.
Uh,
Or might.
yeah, okay, he's looking alright.
Alright, not for much longer. I'm going to attack him one-handed swing with my axe for nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Oddly enough, no, it definitely hits.
Let's see, that's my war axe, so 3. Do you want me to just, I got a 3 on the die. Do you want me to roll the dice a second time, or do you want me to just multiply?
You just double that.
Okay, so 6 plus 2, that is it plus 2 damage. Yes, that's 8 damage.
8 damage.
For the first 8 damage for the first hit.
Yeah.
Second hit with the. Oh, is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. 12 plus.
Rhythms decided to get suddenly
You
lar.
have a D4 as well.
15. Yeah. Yeah. No, I rolled that just now. So 18 to hit.
8, yeah, that hits.
8 damage. Plus 2, 10 damage
Yeah, he dies.
with the warp pick.
He just dies. He's just dead.
And then I use the rest of my. And then I use my movement to get up to.
The lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at? Where am I at? Oh.
Death. You are dead.
No, I'm trying to. Fuck, I can't see
you
my
get.
screen normally. Which layer am I using? This one, okay.
We went into the forest to save people, and it's just ended up with the wholesale murder.
Yeah, you're just murdering a lot of people.
I mean, she was gonna kill him anyway, so.
That is true.
I'd like to point out that at this point, if you decided to use non-lethal damage,
Oh shit.
no, you can't retcon shit.
If you decided to leave used non-lethal, she'd have another energy drink, so...
True.
Yeah.
Well, this is still her first phase, so...
Yeah, suddenly it turns into a dragon with 6 dicks, and she reacts.
Well, see, what I was actually afraid of is what I'm really expecting is that her second phase is just Morthel starts floating and is like, ha 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 ha.
Wait, no, hang on, I have my plan. I have my planning sheet. Hang on, 2 seconds.
Oh shit!
Don't
Sorry.
remind her, Sonny!
So who's the most dead out of everyone? Looks like it's Pano.
Penne. I have 11
got 4
HP.
HP.
I have 11 out of 30.
I don't really want to use Cure Wounds because I've
Okay.
got
Don't
one
worry
second
about it.
level and
Okay,
2
right.
first level spells in there.
This
And I want to try
Millie,
and do
because
as
I'm in
much
a
damage as
I'm in a
possible.
reminding mood. I failed my con save to get rid of the poison.
As in, what?
I got an 8
Oh,
on my saving.
right.
Oh wait, no, I get. Wait,
Did you get
no, I
magic
didn't.
plus
I
yeah,
got a
you can't
12.
do
I got a
magical.
12. I got a 12.
Okay.
This is my con modifier.
Yes, that.
And plus 4.
Yeah.
I did that one, yeah. It was a
Okay.
1. I got a 7 on the die, a 1, and then plus 4.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. The poison doesn't spread this round.
Finally! Wait, it's not gone? Uh-oh.
No.
And then my eyes
Okay. It is now. Where am I? Who just went? How?
I did.
Pane,
I
it's your
killed
go.
a man. I
My
murdered a
go.
man.
Yeah.
I'm going to flamethrower her again.
Okay.
Find the people standing
Good
next.
luck with
There are no more people, they're all dead.
And there aren't. She flamethrowered them before and then fucking incinerated them.
so.
Nice.
Good
We're
luck
not telling
for
Eversham
that.
about this.
Dex throw.
Hang on, I have the exact response.
Is it that Elmo gift?
That's mine.
Nice.
I love that.
Yes!
That sounds like max damage.
I rolled 3 8s.
Holy shit!
Kill her.
Okay, well, what was the dex save for that?
The Dex save
Very-
Is 14, isn't it?
Yep.
Better make that save.
I don't necessarily know if she will. She does not.
Oh.
Right.
24 points of fire damage.
24. Okay, so that is.
And that is my last second level spell. Worth it. So worth it.
3.
I will never roll this well again.
Okay, so it is now Morth's go.
Okay, I go up to Pane and I cast Cure Wounds.
You cast Cure Wounds. Do the Curo.
You gain 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
For a while.
You get 8.
Yes, thank you. Good. So I'm up to 12.
What's your max?
My max is 24.
Okay, so that set of pixies are still fucking pesky pixieing about. And they're gonna go after Morth. And they. Oh, for fuck's sake! I keep doing this. Wrong. What's your AC?
16.
Yeah, they come after you and they manage to get you again. And they do. 11 damage.
Nice.
No.
Are you still alive?
Yep.
Hood. Okay.
How alive are you?
Not very.
If only we had a healer.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Interesting, man.
So
I healed you up.
it's now the lady's turn again, and she looks at you, Morth, and she smiles crookedly.
No.
as she clicks again.
No.
And I need you to make give me just a straight up D20 save.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
then I get bonus from my bless.
Mm-mm.
That's
Come
the entire
on.
point.
That's the whole point.
Nope.
18.
18.
Yeah.
You are stunned
Oh boy. That
Um,
sucks.
for a turn. And you will not be able to move on your next vision. And how this manifests is that you just can't look away from her right now, and you just cannot move.
Ooh.
And hang on, that guy is also dead. Resh, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna claw at her again.
Okay. Give me a sack roll.
Okay, Rhythm, you were doing so well.
Oh, she was doing so well. Hang on.
Oh, maybe 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Phew, okay. So, that is 11.
Back to combat.
Hang on, I'm
11
getting it
points
back.
of damage.
There we go.
There you go.
11 points.
Nice.
Yeah, keep rolling low, but
Okay, and then it's Hal's go.
Ooh. So there's fairies behind me,
Uh-huh.
and
Probably
then
move
there's
them,
Lady
yeah.
Maria in front of me. Guess who I'm gonna attack?
Oh god.
Fairy?
It's wrong.
Huh?
It's Maria.
Oh, there, right.
Maria. Yeah, I'm gonna attack Miss Maria. I'm gonna run up and get her with a nat 20.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, that hits.
Again?
That is a 200 swing with my axe.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll. Aww.
Hey.
Roll the 1.
Aw.
Aww. It's not a lot of damage.
So what happens is you go to wildly swing at her and she manages to buff you away, but not enough that you don't get hit.
Yeah, it was 1d10 plus 2, so 3 damage.
3 altogether, okay.
3 damage, but then I'm gonna use my... Okay, and then superiority die roll. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this. No, I can't. Okay. I was going to faint and I can't. And I don't have a bonus action. I used... Because I don't have my other weapon out. I'd have to take it out to do that. So I'm just... Yeah, I get, like, knocked aside. I'm not happy.
Okay.
Bah! That's it for my turn.
Pane, it's your go.
My go.
Mhm.
Crit 3.
Keep blasting.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do a bit of maneuvering so that I don't catch anyone in this cone of fire. So I'd like to move. I'd like to move within 15 feet of the lady.
Okie dokie. Yep.
At an angle where, because Hal and Resh are like right up by her,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Okay, you're
Okay.
going to extend like all of your movement to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, until they move away a little bit.
No, you can. You can get to her side. They're right up in front of her. You can get to the side of her.
Okay. I would like to cast Burning Hands on the lady.
Okay.
Dex save and 3d6.
6.
Okay. Bad.
She is sort of on the floor after Rash's attack. So not particularly dexterous. After Hal's attack, even. Blah, blah, blah. Like, she's buffeted you away, but she's not doing very well.
Okay. Did she make the saving throw or not? I
No,
can't
no,
see.
she didn't. No, I know you can't see. That's that's the point of my DM zone, no peeking.
She takes 10 fire damage.
Okie dokie.
And any unattended flammable objects get ignited.
She's just naked now, then. No. And Morph is just simply enthralled. And Morph, how much health do you have left?
2. You're gonna kill me now.
No, not necessarily kill.
Yeah.
I need you to make.
Girls.
I need you to make a D20 roll.
With the D4.
But no.
17.
17. Okay.
Big
Well, let's hope.
Big rolls when they
Big
count.
dick rolls.
Ah. She crushes a fist one more time. And it's now that you realize that she doesn't have any henchmen, like you knew she didn't have any henchmen, but you don't understand why she's making this gesture. Until you hear Morph scream in agony behind you. And he is on the floor. And he doesn't look as withered as the other townsfolk did. But he is definitely unconscious. And the small amount of green trails that leave his body are fed into the Lady Maria.
So she regains 2 whole
Yeah, yeah, it's not much, but she's taking it.
So he's now at 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Down goes
Fine, I'll
Taylor.
cure
And-
you on the next turn.
With that, you've noticed, like, as she's been losing health, she's been chipping away slowly to reveal the black underneath. Like, she just looks more now like a porcelain doll that's just being broken.
Good.
Flaky.
And as you sort of, you three who are now who are quite close to her, you can see like the green magic swirling underneath that black as well. And
She considered moisturized.
and she sort of looks up at you and goes, "Well, you are doing well, aren't you?" And she casts more of that green mist again. Now everyone give me a d20. Apart from Morph, who's on the floor.
Oh,
Directly 20.
Remember your bless. Or does this not? This ignore bless as well?
It's not necessarily that it ignores Bliss, it's that there are certain safe regions in this 20 roll. It doesn't matter if you,
Right.
like...
Alright, well, I got an 11.
17.
Mhm.
It would have been a
got
15 if I could use the blast.
Well, with an 11, you now have the stats of a cow. And I need to go and get those for you.
No!
What?
Incredible.
Did Bliss turn you into a cow?
No, she didn't turn you into the cow. It's just you feel really odd now, and you now have the stats of a cow.
You're super
This
dumb.
feels like some wild, sorcerous, wild magic bullshit.
Oh, I'm
Um,
gonna
And
You know
that's...
what?
Suddenly there's going to be
I'm gonna
like a
cross
plot
class. I've decided I'm cross class. Fighter barbarian.
I have
Rage.
I have the stats here. What do you need from the cow?
No, she just now has all of the stats of a cow.
Okay.
Black.
I've put it up in the D&D chat.
Okay.
Cat
Why would
with
you-
Resh with
did you do to
it was 17. You were safe.
I have a -4 intelligence. You took my charisma away.
Dumb.
You just feel it's temporary. Don't worry. It's not like
No. Ugh.
4 intelligence.
Okay,
you just feel a fog come over your mind, and you have the urge to moo. Resh, you're safe. Panay, what did you get?
I got a 16.
A 16. You are miraculously also safe.
fuck all of you.
Hal now has the stats of a cow.
This is some wild.
bullshittery. Yeah.
And Rash, it's your turn now. Yeah, Rash, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Come on.
still here, so I'm just gonna keep clawing at her until I refuses. Rash is mad.
Okay.
He needs to vent his anger somehow.
Yeah, give me a hit.
Okay, that one was a 15.
Yeah, that
That
hits.
hits.
Please hit her.
It's a 14 to hit.
Eat
Yeah.
her.
Oh, okay, then just
And
barely
not in a
hit.
good way.
Wow.
Ooh, 15.
Holy shit. So how do you want to do this?
Yay!
What do you mean? How do I want?
How do you want to kill this this woman?
Kill her.
Can I remove her head from her body?
You-
Can I decapitate her?
You absolutely can.
I'm decapitating her.
Give me that description.
Oh, that description?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, this absolutely infuriated, enraged bear decides to, with the, the fact that he's right next to her, just leans down, bites at her neck, and rips her
Holy shit.
What did I miss?
Oh, did you just come back? Hello?
Yeah.
The lady's dead.
The lady is now dead.
I mean, she's nicely cooked for you.
Don't. Oh gosh.
Along with
if Hana
everything
even
in a
mentions
2-mile
fire,
radius.
Resh is going to charge her next.
Ate a person.
And now you get to taste. She just tastes like death and necromancy, and just ash.
licorice.
And yeah, like licorice. And
Everybody gets to see this bear just go.
and but and yeah, it doesn't taste great. And as you step away from her, you see her body slump. Obviously, she has no head. She is headless. And it goes limp and starts to disintegrate. And through this she sort of starts to flake away. And then it's got to the point where almost her entire mass is just an ashy cloud, and it seems it's just disappearing off into the air. And the minute you ate her head, the minute you cut that off, the world around you started to flicker, and it is getting a lot less green. Everything is withering, and the sky itself has started to flicker on and off.
That does not look good.
1 minute it's a lovely blue, the next it's black, and then sickly green, and then black, and then blue, then green, then black, and then bright gold, and black, and back and forth it goes. And as you are distracted by this, you notice that the ash cloud where the Lady Maria was has started to glow green, and the gold from around
Oh my god.
the gold is now enswirling with the green magic, and it's coming forth. And only Resh could see this before, but now it's visible to every single one of you, and it's compiling on this black, ashy smoke.
Okay, did any of us have a healing potion?
And
I can't
Then-
feel
Hannah's
wounds.
got me.
Heal more.
then the
Pick
smoke
him up.
starts to laugh. It starts deep,
Oh, that's annoying, mate.
and I'm going to kill James. It starts deep.
I was gonna say is James the evil smoke.
Yeah, it starts deep, and it sounds incredibly amused. It goes. And the gold ribbons pull together for a split second with the ash and the green magic to form what looks like the vision of a man with wings. And all he says is, "How entertaining." And then everything goes dark.
Like standing in darkness, or we passed.
You
darkness?
you are all standing in just black.
Don't worry.
Go
the
to
next
Marth.
zone is loading in.
Please heal me.
Please heal him.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
No, I don't get to use my maneuver.
Cat, what healing? Do you have any healing spells?
yes, Rush does have Cure Wounds, so I can revert back to my normal form.
Okay.
Use that.
Because how many spells? I've only got one first level spell slot.
Yeah, this is my last spell slot too.
Hal is being super useful. Morth. Like, smack in his face.
Uh.
It's not helping.
He smack his death save.
This is how I stabilize. Because you don't have wounds.
I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 1 on
Me.
on fourth.
I need to get another D8.
So that is 1d8. I have a d8.
That is a D8.
I literally just put my d8 down.
That was a lot of
Wait.
D8.
Jesus
Who has
Christ.
a million dice?
Me.
Panic. Oh.
So that is you get
Oh, that's definitely not going to work.
11 health back,
Sweet.
and that is
Thank
my
you.
last spell.
Hey, you have as much
Oh
health
my
as I
god.
do.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with cantrips now, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so Morth and I have 11 HP. Pane has 12 HP.
12.
And Resh is full.
It's still bad.
No. Oh yeah, I guess I'm still a bear since I didn't have to do the heal. I have 12.
Okay.
It was a
So
bit.
we're all kind of low.
As you're healing each other in this black space, everyone give me a perception check.
Okay.
Aw.
Ooh, 20!
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I get. I rolled
17.
Okay.
11.
Okay. So, Morph and Resh, you notice actually that up above you is a small, blinking light. What do you do?
How high up is it?
You can't tell. It just looks like a pinprick.
I try and move towards it.
Okay.
Is it red?
It's like, oh jeez, fuck, oh fuck, sorry, I spilled my drink. I do this every single time. Thank you. Most of it was on the cookies, so it was okay. Damn it. Yeah, it's like, so you're trying to jump to get at it?
I don't know, what am I standing on?
You
What's
are,
around?
it's just blackness.
Okay, I see you sort of like hopping, and then I get down on one knee and like lace my fingers together and go, okay, I can throw you, I guess.
Sure.
This is pretty dumb.
And as you start like clunking around, it just sounds like metal, which is
Well, that's not good.
not something you've necessarily ever walked on before. Like you know what it sounds like when an armor is hit or when a shield is used, but this sounds similar but different.
Wait, I have light.
Yeah, I was
Cast
gonna
light.
say.
I cast light on my shield.
Okay, you cast light on your shield and everything, the four of you get brighter, but you can't see anything.
Okay, that is weird.
Ah, it's magic. I start walking around. I start seeing if there's like a wall.
Okay.
Can I make?
I just walk away from the party. Like I check back to make sure I'm not too far away from them.
Mhm.
How far away from them can I get? Do I hit a wall?
You just keep walking.
Do I get smaller? Like, do they get smaller?
You keep walking, and the others aren't necessarily paying attention to you. And
Okay.
you look back, and you haven't moved.
Oh, that's concerning.
This is bullshit.
Okay, so Rush is gonna turn back to normal. 'cause he's-
Okay.
Well, madam.
Yep.
He's like, well, madam flamethrower. It's magic. Have fun.
Can Can I sense anything in particular about the area we're in? Is there some sort of like magic trace or?
There's even with. Okay, give me an Arcana check.
I got 6 on Arcana check,
Mhm.
so I know it's magic.
That is a 16.
16?
Much better.
Yeah, this feels like nothing. You can tell that the blinking light at the top is the only thing in here apart from you four that isn't nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna take my hand
So
axe
we're
and
in a
throw it at the
void.
light.
Can Resh just like grab his arm and like don't?
Yeah.
You've seen him
fine,
take
that's
his
fine.
his axe off before, so you know that it's like that quick pull out the loop, and then like he adjusts it and he starts like limping up his arm, and you can.
Just
But he's
no.
gonna look
No,
at.
like
Why
let him
not?
do it. What's the harm it will do?
What's the harm? If anything, what?
We're going to
If that
science
shatters
this.
and that removes our only source of thing in here,
If it shatters, it'll open something up, won't it?
maybe
Not
or it could trap us in here
necessarily.
forever.
No idea. I just can sense something
Okay, so
about
like
this
here
that
forever.
I can't. We're
How did we
literally
get
in the
in
void.
here? We're still
Everything-
in this.
Just let me try
Collapse.
Druidcraft first
Yeah,
before you try destroying things.
yeah. Let's try the same as how we got in here. Shut up.
Resh is like 500% done with this entire party. One slaughtered his friend. The other one's an asshole who steals his chicken wings. Like,
Hey, what did Worth do?
keep
Well,
the
he's
berries.
Eat the berries.
Rude.
Okay, so fine, you guys do that. Help out and pulls up some rations and starts eating.
Okay.
I try and distract him and make him happy by like creating nice colourful sparks and prestidigitation.
Oh.
For me?
Yeah.
Like he's a child.
Amazing. Okay.
In the meantime, Resh is gonna try Druidcraft towards the light and see if he can
I have to
interact
pet
with it.
it.
Okay.
Use bread.
So you cast Druidcraft, and the most conservative thing you can kind of create is vines. And these are tiny vines with little leaves coming off them, and they go higher and higher, and they keep climbing until they're about maybe 10 foot. And then you hear confirmed.
What?
How would you describe the voice that said confirmed?
Computer.
Robotic.
This female and metallic voice encompasses you.
Siri.
It's not Siri. I wish it was Siri. It's not. No, it's the train tannoy voice. It's the Southern Railway voice.
You are the Southern Service from Southampton Central to
London, Victoria.
Yeah, that one.
So it goes confirmed. Initialization. Reset.
Excuse me?
Are you sci-fiing up our fantasy adventure? You whore?
Oh, I hope so. Please.
I hope so. Oh my god. Plot twist.
Sci-fi.
Come on.
And then there's a beat.
What do you mean initializing?
And in this beat, it sort of pulses with green magic. But this time, it doesn't feel wrong. Resh, it feels like your magic.
Okay.
Resh becomes a god.
And you hear it. Thump. 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 Thump.
Heartbeat?
And
Oh, that's a heartbeat.
as it pulses, you can see patterns appearing in the wall, swirls and runes and jagged edges that just keep pulsing around from you, up from you, and disappearing into this light.
Do I recognise any of the runes?
You do not, friend.
Can I get
Yeah.
out my spellbook and just start copying down?
You
some of the
absolutely can. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of what they look like afterwards.
Oh, that's
We are
concerning.
still inside a druid stone. I'm calling it now.
Oh, no, we literally walked into a
runes? This
druid
was all
stone.
a bad
Yeah.
trip.
We walk straight into a druid style.
This is what we deserve, really.
And then
Druid is epic.
the pulsing stops. And then you hear
Ding dong.
Reset
Third floor,
complete.
needs a tire.
So you can, I could-
reset complete.
Complete.
In 5, 4, 3,
I'm gonna
2,
brace.
I grab people.
I'm ready.
1. Reinitialize, and immediately the entire garden reappears. It just escapes from you. It is vast in the way that it expands, and you see before you the garden. You are standing where the patio was, and there are no attendants, there are no pixies. There aren't even any flowers. There are none of the tea sets. There are none of the decorations there. It is just a garden. Overrun, wild, and simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Resh, what did you do?
Rest is just shaking his head. He has asked.
Well, you're the druid. Try
see.
druiding something.
I say we walk back the way we came and try to leave.
Is there any other way we can go?
Not that I.
Remember you can like do checks and stuff to see if you do know these things.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Do
Is there
I know?
another way I can go? Rolling something?
Do I know?
Intelligence? Perception?
Resh, give me like you know what, Resh, give me an Arcana check as you ask that question.
Okay.
I dropped again. What the fuck happened?
That is a modifier. That is an 18.
Okay. As you sort of ask yourself this mentally. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hold on. I'll type them up.
That's alright. We'll pause for a second.
Okay, can someone recap what happened?
Sonny, go.
Because I dropped out when the countdown finished.
What am I doing?
Did you
What
actually?
happened? Yeah.
The
Am I
garden
doing an
reappeared.
Arcana check? Am I doing an Arcana check?
Okay, I'm back.
No, you're
Oh
telling me
no,
what
just
happened.
no. You're telling yeah. But what? Moth.
Let me go.
Yeah,
Don't
the
know
the
why.
garden reappeared. So Resh, as you ask yourself this question internally, like how do we get out? You hear. Do you wish to leave?
Yes.
Does only Resh hear this, or do we?
No, you all hear this. It's the same voice as before.
The hell?
Not yet.
No, we wish for the rest
Coming
of the
from?
villagers.
Well, if it's empty, like you said, there was nothing but the garden.
Mm.
To mean they've already been or something.
Okay. Is
Ask
there
the thing,
anyone
ask the
else
thing.
here?
Okay.
That's what I just did.
Who else is in the garden?
I sense, and it stops to calculate. 4 presences in this garden.
Just us.
Just us. Okay.
This weird disembodied
What happened to the last
voice
group?
is weird.
And as you ask it, it does not respond to you.
Just trash.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
What
Fresh
happened to
ass.
the other presences that were here
There have been no other presences.
since the reset? Okay.
Oh,
So either they have been forcibly ejected, or they have been erased.
Let's hope for the former.
Let's
because
hope
we all have passive knowledge of computers, and I was trying not to say the word session.
Ask what is this? Oh, wait, what is this place?
Is this a demi-plane? Is it...
What is this
What is
place?
And you sort of hear some ticking and some whirs, and the voice goes, You created this place.
what?
Oh.
Okay, I want to try making a pond next to it. I want to see what happens if I focus on making.
And as you focus on this ground next to you, the voice goes, Confirmed, and a pond
What?
materializes
Kitty. Before we go any further, did you put that pond under Hal and Pane?
Resh is a better person than all of us combined.
But he's mad at you and he's exasperated with me. So
Yeah, I know, but he's still a better person.
Okay.
And you hear some ticking again, and the voice goes, "You seem confused."
Yes?
Well, yeah, GLaDOS, we kind of are.
Who's GLaDOS?
Who is this GLaDOS?
In answer to your previous question, you created the garden as a parlay point.
Oh,
Parlay
okay.
point?
A parlay point between who?
He doesn't answer you.
Between who?
I repeat the question.
Between the material plane and the plane of the gods.
The god. Oh, hey, I look at the cleric. Which god?
We just killed something in here.
The voice goes, "Do you wish to allow your companions admin right?"
What does it mean by admin rights?
Shush.
Administrative. It's
Yes.
still a word.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
You know, you look after things, you administrate them.
Well, yes, but
I seem
I'm
to
not a
sense
gardener.
them asking me questions, and you just seem to be repeating the same questions. Would you like to allow them the right to ask me questions?
Yes.
What's your name?
Confirmed.
what's your name?
This is so overwhelmed right now.
I was not
Okay.
given a name. I am simply Program 1.
Program 1. Okay, cool. That's not good.
Is there a program 2?
Program 2 has not been in touch for days.
When that
That's
sound.
a lot
Did
of
anybody
time.
else just hear the AOL?
Yeah.
Okay, question. When
So program 2 hasn't been in touch since the 90s.
yeah. So when Program 1 talks to us, do we hear it in our heads or do we hear it with our ears?
You're hearing it with your ears.
Okay.
How many programs are there?
Yeah, how many?
Unknown.
Cool. How old are you?
Okay.
Unknown.
Cool.
Like 2 minutes. We just created this.
2
I can
minutes
answer that
old.
one. You are 2 minutes old. Confirm.
Cannot confirm.
Okay. Why did you say confirm like that?
Just to make sure they know.
Because you work in programming.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, do you know
How
who
many
was
times?
in... Sorry, go.
No, you go.
Please, one
know who was
person
in the-
at a time.
Who was in the previous session?
There have
It
been
doesn't know.
427 previous sessions. I cannot keep.
Oh.
Okay.
There have been 427 sessions.
Cool. Okay, so 427. What about what? Can you load anything from 426?
It stays silent, and then you hear a piercing noise. To us who live in the real world, it sounds like a fire alarm, a constant fire alarm. But your characters just do not know what this means.
Okay, stop.
I'm done. No more questions.
It goes red for a second, and it says, "Data corrupted. File 426."
Oh, good. I don't know I don't know why a file would be magically corrupted, but sure.
Sorry, this is just semantics. Did you say 427 previous sessions or total sessions?
There have been 427, so 426 was the one before.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Can you make us a door out of here?
Confirmed. And where the patio was, a simple wooden frame appears with a door and a doorknob. And this is a door. It looks like a door. It is a door. If you licked it, it would taste like a door.
I roll to lick the door.
Roll to lick the door.
I do not lick the door. I open the door.
Yeah.
I open the door.
You open the door,
What do
and
I see?
you see the outside of the Druid Stone the way you came in.
This is bizarre.
Okay, if we
Door
leave,
is comforting.
GLaDOS, will we be able to get back in, or will this session end?
Who do you refer to as GLaDOS?
I don't like calling you Program 1.
Okay, hold on.
Do you wish to
I want to-
overwrite my file name?
Yeah, I was about to rename her Vera.
Yeah,
Why
let's
Vera?
get-
Why not Luvna?
Vera,
No, because that's just
confirmed.
gonna make his heart hurt.
Huh?
Vera, confirmed. File name is now Vera.
If we
Okay.
leave, will we be able to get back to here, Vera?
Sessions run automatically and do not stop until reset.
Is there a set reset time, or do we have to manually reset?
Yeah, hard and range in 4 minutes.
Shit, we rest too much.
Sessions automatically resets when there are no presences sensed in the garden.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. What?
So-
Who made? Do you know who made you?
And it sort of ticks again. And it takes a while, and give me perception checks.
Yeah, because if it's a parlay
All of
point.
us.
someone
Yeah,
else
yeah,
goes-
all of you.
Net 20!
Not 20?
also not
Do I
20.
take it
Fantastic.
So that
plus?
is
Plus?
23 in total.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it doesn't
with
matter.
a natural 20.
Okay.
Good.
So Rest, you and Panna, you absolutely feel it scanning you. This area. You can tell it's sort of sifting through your information, and it doesn't feel intrusive. But it also doesn't feel as though you gave any permission to do this. And it just says the creator.
Which god was summoned here from the celestial plane?
Doesn't remember.
Doesn't remember. Well, where are your files kept? No, okay, no. Pause. Hal is thinking like a filing cabinet. Files. He has no idea. What
Yeah. Okay.
they don't exist.
And it says all files are stored internally.
Where?
Stone.
Where's the headquarters?
Sure.
We're already
The
in
network
Yeah.
runs throughout your plane.
But
Yeah, I knew it. It's more.
It runs
Ooh.
internally.
It's the other stones.
okay.
That's what
Alright.
funky energy was. It was like the wire connections.
You just work inside the stone, don't you?
I cannot have. And it thinks. And it thinks some more.
the DM is
No, it does. I promise. And it says, I did.
It's not me bullshitting on it.
I have thought this through, I promise. I did once have administrative rights outside of this plane. However, I have been restricted, and this is only where I work now.
because of the corruption?
Because of the creator.
Ah, okay.
Unknown.
Unknown. Cool.
Is there any way to give you access back?
Then I make a shh noise. I'm doing
It's already heard.
across my neck. Like
I'm like scribbling everything about this furiously in my notebook.
And it says,
Hal's with corrupted files, so that either means she's like let water get in to mold them, really irresponsible, or someone revoked her
And
privileges. Who knows
she
better
says-
'cause she's corrupted by magic.
Network access has been revoked since.
Cool. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you, Vera. Let's go.
That sounded extra better with my internet connection breaking up, so you really did sound like you were a possessed demonic electronic entity. Well done. You'd be an excellent Foley artist.
I mean, if a session ends with presences inside of it, where do the presences go?
A session does not end until all the presences inside have vacated the area.
Is this the only way out?
I can create other doors
The one
if
that
you
you
so
made
wished.
for us?
Sure, she can make another. Yeah.
Huh?
I can make another door if you so wish. And as she says that, a completely identical door appears next to the door that you already created. And
Can
as
I
you
open up the identical door?
you can, and it shows you the exact same view.
Now we're thinking with
Pretty
portals. Should've let me call her Gladys. Can you open a door to the celestial plane?
And she ticks, and she ticks,
I want to find these people.
and she says, "Error encountered in
Yeah.
celestial plane.
Oh, that's
Data
all
corrupted."
That's really not good. Why would there be corruption in the celestial plane, Morthal?
Ooh.
And
Oh my gosh.
and for the
I have
first,
not been there.
Like praying about it?
you have a
I may
connection to
now.
that plane, though.
What were you asking?
Hal is just okay. So for the first time, Pan has probably seen it before, but for the first time, Hal looks legitimately free.
Mm-hmm.
He's heard corruption on the celestial plane. And he's like, no, I don't.
And if Pano didn't have her head, nose, face, and like pen in her notebook, she'd see that face and be suitably worried.
Hal's freaked out.
Cannot establish
wanna
connection
test
to celestial plane.
Could you,
What do you-
create a diamond in my hand?
Oh my god.
What? Oh, I know
just
what
have
you're
to
gonna
know. Yeah.
do. I know what you're gonna do. Good.
She, confirmed, and a sort of diamond starts to materialize in your hand.
I see that and I'm like, okay, can
I
I
will
have
look out
a
the
magic sword?
Question. Things created in here, do they work
Panic.
outside?
My
out the
jurisdiction works in my plane alone.
Morth goes out the door.
The diamond,
Remorse.
the diamond just as soon as you hit that barrier, is just it just is gone.
Okay, we come back in.
Sonny, you have the flaming, raging, poisoning sword of doom in your hand.
Sword of doom.
Um,
That's what I wanted. And Hal's just like, oh, okay, cool. And he like starts playing with it.
and suddenly you
He's still,
hear,
like, freaked out.
like it appears in your hand, and then suddenly you hear, "I'm not falling for this trick again!" And Garfield the Deals Warlock's hand just snatches it back, and then it's gone.
Yes, thank
Wow.
you. I'm so happy.
God damn it.
What's going on?
They're being meaning little shit. Cat.
That's alright.
All the
You'll
all the
find out
tests.
soon enough.
If you, okay, but I'm gonna blame Martin for that because if he hadn't said diamond,
Oh. I thought he was just gonna try and make money with it.
I was just saying what if it continues outside. But,
Yeah.
okay. What happens
Okay.
to people if they die in here?
You die in real game, you die in real life.
That is the question.
I do not have the jurisdiction to undo death. Please contact the Celestial Plane for more information.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a good job I cure wounds for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those people you flamethrower.
well,
Oh well.
at least we know the lovers in the tent are gone too.
At the end of the day, it was them or us.
It was.
There was
Okay,
nobody
does
else-
anyone have
when the session restarted, they were probably thrown outside. And that's what I'm going to hope, because they were
Or
not
they're
thrown
all,
outside.
or she ate them all. She was
I'm
calling them.
gonna go take a look outside.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna go with you.
I follow. What are we going to tell the villagers? If
We're gonna
we get
go
back
get it.
and nobody is back.
They
Tell
died.
them the Lady Maria ate them,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that.
and
I'll
that
stick
the
with that
celestial
story.
plane is apparently corrupted, and I need a drink
Hmm.
and probably some sleep and
Um,
a bandage, some antidote.
Yeah.
I can't feel my left arm, and I just sort of that now.
Oh. I stop fussing.
Right, so,
Sorry, stop.
Martin, as you walk out the door, which door are you picking, left or right?
One of the door's guardians only tells the truth from the
I turn around and wave with all 4 of my hands.
No, see, the weirdest thing is that you walk out the door, and as you look, because we know what Walther's like, at the other entrance, you see a perfect cross-section of all of your innards.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then you're outside the door.
Vera, please close one of the doors.
Confirmed, and the one on the right
Thank
closes.
Thank you, Vera. And I leave.
I
Oh, that was interesting.
Okay.
Lightning.
Okay.
So wait, does Morph not realize what just happened since he was the one who was going to...
Possibly not.
Just hears
But
everyone, like,
I'm pretty sure Morph was like looking at the other door as soon as he could, like to see what was happening.
As soon as I get.
Is there anyone around? That's what I came out here for.
No.
Can we see evidence of anyone apart from ourselves having been around or started to make their way back?
Give me an
towards
investigation
the
check.
Yes, sir. Right.
I will be looking as well.
Okay,
Well,
you can.
That is a. Oh, okay. I did roll better than that. I rolled 17.
Okay. No, you don't see anything. You see a couple of stones that you kicked away on your way in, and that's it.
Okay, Hal
Yours
is
is
taking
still
out.
fine.
Yeah, you're still inside? Yeah.
I think he's just gonna ask Vera. Vera, can I lock access to you?
Confirmed.
Okay. I would like to restrict access to you, to myself and my companions.
Access restricted. Please create password.
Oh.
Elorien!
I know what the password's gonna be.
Oh.
You wanna guess? Do you wanna guess what it is?
Luvna.
It's Levna.
Please spell Luvna.
How do you properly spell her name?
Luvna.
Okay, just making sure, because I wrote it that way,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
wrong. Okay.
Password incorrect.
Luvna. Confirm.
Okay. Thank you, Vera.
You are welcome.
And I'm going to leave follow the rest of the group out.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you guys get out, it's like, so nobody else has passed through here.
So as you leave, the door to the Druid Stone disappears, and it's no longer corrupted with all the blackness that you saw earlier, and the green magic and the gold magic. That's all gone. It is now simply a Druid Stone. Except, as soon as you step out, it pulses green. And it keeps pulsing, and it keeps pulsing, and it rises slightly, ever so slightly, and you hear the ground moving, and you hear the sound of rock scraping against rock, and you hear Vera's voice, and it says, "Re-establishing network connection," and then the Druid Stone crashes back down into the earth. And this time the whole thing glows green. and it is now slightly shorter than it would be, but you can see green magic sort of running into the grass and into the trees and into all of the nature around you, and it says, awaiting host.
But I thought
What?
you specifically told it not to do that. You just restricted it.
Can
Control it.
What does it mean?
What does it mean by host?
Okay, so Hal is shaking and he takes
It's
out his flask and he
awaiting
just knocks. He just starts straight drinking
Chugging
everything in his flask. He doesn't share. He's
Awaiting
gonna share with
host.
more. Not share.
Can I go up and
She
poke the
means
stone?
this. Yeah. Vera, open a door.
And a door opens in front of you.
Mm-mm,
Go
drink.
through.
You go through, and she goes, welcome, Morphle. And the garden reappears. It was straight black when the door opened, and then as soon as you stepped in, the garden appears.
There you go.
Ask if it's got a host.
A what?
Ask
Do
if
you
it
now
has
have a host?
Are you in there as well, Lottie?
Fuck it, yeah. I follow him back in.
Yeah, Mesh is gonna follow inside too.
In and out. Forward and back in. Forward
And
back.
Vera says, negative, host cannot be connected. Awaiting host.
What the hell does that mean?
What do you mean by host?
Are you connected to the network now?
Network unavailable. Server
Good.
unavailable. Host
No.
unavailable. Awaiting host.
Okay. So there's something else broken.
And as you say, is something else broken? She says, I am currently encountering 427 error in my compilers.
Yeah, what?
Okay, Hal has emptied his flask and he.
Sorry,
sounds like a little
426, my bad.
426. Oh my god, 426 failed sessions. Hal goes back in and says, "If you don't, you're fuck. What happens if you don't work?"
Unknown.
I say,
What do
we
you
go
need
back.
for a host?
A host god is required from the celestial plane.
God,
Oh.
or start praying. Can you summon someone? You know what? I think we need to go to Heversham. I think we need to go back and we need to tell them that the celestial plane is having network errors.
We need to be careful about who knows about this.
Yeah, we need to keep this hush hush.
Because if people keep finding these stones and pulling shit like Lady Maria pulled,
Are we going to have to heed the call for adventure and go and find more of these druid stones?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
oh yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Are you
I wish you could see my face right now.
Wait, how many?
How many other
Where's the
things
closest
like you
one?
are there?
She doesn't know.
Oh,
You can't connect to the network.
Where's the closest one? Do you remember coordinates? A map?
Doesn't know.
Nodes
You can't
currently unavailable. Node locations currently unknown.
Okay, you-
And then you
Yeah.
and then you hear some crackling, and then Rush, you hear Lufna's voice,
Aww.
very faint
Murderer.
but indistinguishable. Like it, she is there, but she speaks at the same time as Vera does, and together they say, "Closest point, 10 miles, and another 10 miles." And it goes, and it creeps, and it crawls. The next one. And then you cannot hear Luvna's voice anymore, and she goes, and it's just Vera when she says, "Druid stone, fire was
What?
my closest neighbor.
Druid stone fire. Okay, cool. Morth, do you know any? Is this aspect nature or earth?
I am
This will be a
Druidstone Earth.
Okay. Do you know any earth clerics or earth
they're
druids?
called druids.
Right. And Hal sits down.
It's like our own version of reverse maths. We better hope those druids are back when we get back.
They won't be.
Would I know where, if it's fire, would I know from my learnings where an area that's a druid stone surrounded by fire or related to fire, or areas that are known to be related to fire?
You know
Please don't.
that.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to roll?
give me a history check.
We're gonna throw Resh into
Charlotte, Charlotte, who has played video games, is imagining Mount Doom. But we're going to go and find the fucking Gorons.
maybe we're gonna.
that-
It could be like a peaceful volcano. It could be like Hawaii.
did you say Arcana?
No, history.
History.
Sorry. That, I mean, it's the same stat. That is a 14.
A 14.
I get it. I have a 19 for a history check, so
Yeah.
I would be thinking of any battlefields.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Hal has sort of had a worldwide campaign, sort of battle history, and so he's pretty set. I mean,
Got his head,
you got a head in the
got his head
game.
between his knees.
Yeah.
He's got his head between his knees, and he's
So-
I say.
Penny, you've read about the scorching desert that is across the sea from Soledad, where you are, which is the continent you're on, and you sort of know about it. Hal, you almost immediately know when you sort of heard 10 miles, then 10 miles, because with you got a 19, yeah?
Yeah.
So you know where it is, because when you think of fire and 10 miles, you think of the Sundown Desert, where there is only a marker every 10 miles.
Oh, and it's a hard day's march. Oh god, I know where we're going. I know where we're going. I do know a couple. Okay, I know the better caravanserais. Okay, yeah, I know where it's talking about. What did you call it though?
Sundown Desert.
Sundown
Sundown
Desert. The
Desert.
sun never goes down. Really shitty day.
Or the sun is always down. We don't know.
I know. He looks up. He's like, "No, recruit. I know."
And what Hal knows about this desert is called Sundown Desert because as soon as the sun goes down, the sand starts to glow, the same color as the sun was that day.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Time
I
to
know where
collect
we're
some sand samples.
And so the legend goes that as soon as the sun goes down across the horizon, it is heating up the sand underneath. And so the natives used to believe that the sun was sleeping underneath their desert, and then he'd come up the next day.
So cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
So yeah, Hal knows that, and he just drank like
A lot.
300 milliliters of straight vodka.
He's like, we're going to the fucking Sundown!
I'm still worried about the other half of that direction.
The other half?
And it creeps and it crawls.
Yeah. That's not good. That's probably the corruption. Okay, Morth. Hey, buddy. Morth.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Morth. You're not possessed anymore, are you?
I know, on my eyes.
I can't see you.
I look at one of my sober companions.
What do his eyes look
They,
like?
you do not see that much. What you see, actually, is almost a scarred ring around his iris. And it's not green, but there isn't any colour in it at all.
Ooh.
Because of the four of us. Morth was the one who
I explain what we've just seen.
Vera, can you scan Morphal for corruption? I remember scanning power.
Are we inside or outside?
I'm inside.
You're inside now,
Okay.
again, and the garden is there. And Vera says, scanning, subject, Morthal, for corruption. Traces found.
Well, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on you.
Further examination concludes corruption will fade.
Oh,
There
that's
we go.
good.
Yay.
Can you try praying to one of your gods and maybe they'll come and make it not corrupted?
Sure.
I don't know your gods, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's like crying on the floor, like, I'm sorry. Buddy, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm gonna
alright.
up the size of his flask. He definitely drank the whole thing.
I just
Amazing.
go off and take a minute and pray for the rest.
Okay, as soon as
See if there's
you
anything.
are in this plane and you try to connect to any kind of celestial being, a pain lances through your head and Vera screams, and she screams with the sound of 100 voices, and she goes, please, please, please,
Just stop.
and she stops.
You hurt the
That's
computer.
not good.
You hurt Siri.
Computer. Who is this Siri you speak of? Named Vera.
No, Siri was. Oh, never mind.
These are just like drunken mumblings, really.
I was like, you know,
When Hell becomes drunk,
when
he
the-
sees into another
you
world.
know the iPhones. It's the voice that talks from the iPhones. Steve Jobs.
Since I said that he sat down, he's just had his head in his hands and he hasn't actually looked up at all.
Vera,
Eversham's son is dead.
can you tell me what you know about Hieronius?
Hieronius, 1. Battle god, god of war and justice.
You know of his location.
The celestial plane.
Probably.
Probably.
Okay?
Okay, last known location. The celestial plane.
Okay.
Okay, I think we need to get back to town.
Oh god.
Okay. I think we need to go.
Oh, Eversham's not gonna like this.
Can you make sure your stone isn't glowing when we leave?
You wish to turn off the external lights.
Yes.
Yes. Let's turn off those.
Confirm.
Yeah. Let's go.
Lights off, nobody home.
Ancient druids with cyber wizards. I love this.
Elegant.
And
I know, that's what I was thinking.
and as you walk out this time, you sort of hear Vera sort of go, session ending, and then like a million fucking air horns going off at the same time.
God damn it.
Resh looks back at the stone, and you only hear her voice. inside your head, and this time it sounds like Luvna when she speaks as well, and she goes, "Apologies, was that too much?"
When the air horn went off, Hal shrieked. And now and then he just walks off.
Oh man.
Amazing.
I'm just gonna say bye to Vera and love that and then throw them.
What
And
time of day is it outside?
it's kind of like evening.
Okay, we're making our way downtown, walking fast, walking faster. I'm not being stuck in the forest in the middle of the night. No, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Not when I don't have any spells.
You sort
You're
of
here at night.
you sort of leave, and you can quite easily find your way back to town. It's got to the time of night where they've sort of illuminated their windows and everything. So you sort of just follow that and hope for the best, and you eventually make it back to the town. And you can see people bustling about. You know,
Does it look as though there are more people than when we left?
not necessarily.
Like, does it look busier?
No, it's just a sort of very quiet evening in the town.
Are we going to the tavern or are we going to the temple?
To the temple.
Okay,
Temple.
you go to the temple.
Accommodations booked flights.
Okay,
Actually, wait. I veer off for a few. I'll meet you guys at the temple. Hang on.
I grab the coal.
Miss guys, temple.
No. More, buddy. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah, sure you
I've seen some.
There you are.
No. I just. That's not
Yeah.
gonna take long.
I'm just gonna keep talking and pushing him towards the temple.
I help pushing. Mesh helps pushing.
Okay, but you guys don't understand. Haversham and I go way back, and I don't wanna. No.
And
Yeah,
by
sure,
this
I thought of
this
that, but
time
you
it's
got
a bit late. Like Morphle just has you now, and he's just grabbing you, and you just are walking towards the temple.
Oh, yeah.
And as you walk in,
Finally come back at me. For all
you
the
you sort of just open the heavy oak wooden doors, and
But I'll wait out here. I'm good out here.
No.
and as you walk in, all of the pews are back where they should be. They are no longer lined up against the sides. They are in their usual arrangement, front facing towards the towards the pillar, and towards the stage. And the acolytes, which little were left when the town was descended upon by this green black shadow, are milling around.
It's a bob!
I mean, it's a dog.
It's a bob!
It's a dog.
It's a bob.
Meow
It's a dog.
goes the dog.
Yes, he does go meow.
And
Matthew, can you put the dog?
they are milling
sit
about
in the
and
pew.
doing their business. And as they sort of hear the door opening, not necessarily expecting it to be opened so late at night, they all turn to look. And Havisham is one of them. You know, he's talking to his acolytes, imparting some wisdomly words, and he turns around and he goes, "Halid, it has been a while." And he comes over to
What?
you,
What?
and he's smiling, and he comes up to you and gives you a big hug and pats you on the arm.
What?
What brings you to my neck of the woods again?
What? Evisham, right?
How long
Yes,
have we been?
have we met before?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. So what Hal does in his he's not super drunk, but he's drunk enough. He like sort of awkwardly returns like the hand, like,
Uh-huh.
but he's like, Hevish, how's your boy doing?
Pardon?
Never mind. Yeah, I've had a lot to drink tonight, my friend.
Enough to drink that you thought I had a son?
What?
Oh, holy shit.
You must stop drinking so much, my old friend. You know it's not good for your old bones.
Just a quick question. How old were you, my friend? If you don't mind me asking.
Nearly past 5 decades, why?
How old was he when we left?
Same age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same age.
You wouldn't. Okay, aging up, you wouldn't forget he had a kid. That's not how children.
He was wondering if we'd gone back further in time.
Did you not? Okay, now, my friend. Did we not come through here earlier in the day?
Why no?
Did I not show you?
The last time I saw you was when you were actually in the army.
Oh, okay. Did you not send a letter off to find me?
I have not sent you letters outside of our usual banter.
Oh.
Would that make Havisham the Archbishop of Banterbury? I'm sorry, I have to ask.
He finger guns and winks at Pane.
I finger gun and wink back at him.
No, don't flirt with her.
Oh, but
You old rascal.
you do have the company of some good-looking wenches.
Heversham.
I do apologize. I have been a man of the cloth for many years. Please understand my jesting.
I thought I was done drinking. Alright. So nothing weird's been happening. No straight. I think one of the boys from the army. I think that they've pulled a fast one on me. That's. You know what? You and we need to go and we need to catch up, and I'll introduce you to my new friends. I hear that the food is to die for in the tavern, in the old Dancing Legs.
Oh, you
still serve chicken wings.
And everyone goes, oh yes, Jess is one of the best tavern owners in town, although strangely short of staff at the moment. Actually, do you have any spare hands?
No, not really.
Well, that's okay.
Unfortunately, we're only passing through.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure that Jess will accommodate you for a night. You probably don't want to be leaving so late in the evening.
No. I had one more question though.
Yes, of course, my old friend.
Every town, I'm sorry, they start to blur together when you're in the army, but would there be an urban druid society outlet anywhere in town? A place for my friend here to look up supplies and lore for its craft.
Well, yes, the Urban Druid Society has been here since the town was founded.
Okay, good. That's actually good news for once. And I look back at the others like, okay, so the druids were.
You've seen this. You've been to the UDS before.
I have.
Brilliant. What are the staff like there? Because I've been to a couple and they've been absolute assholes.
Well, I mean, and he looks at Resh and he goes, "Sorry, they are druids." they tend, you know them. They only tend to really want to talk with their own kind, which I get. I do understand this, but I've learned to deal with it. They are blunt in their own way.
Okay. They need a bit of extra customer service training.
Don't we all?
Resh started bouncing.
Happy bouncing, or shut up, all of you bouncing?
Kind of just over energized, there's too much happening.
I think I need to drink more.
I second that.
I third it.
Sure.
Sure.
It was good seeing you, my friend. I will be by in the morning for a hangover remedy. One of your best.
I will have you covered. And he pats you endearingly on the shoulder pad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he sort of waves to all of you. Farewell. I hope to see you soon.
Farewell. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
Drinks.
Drinks.
Alcohol.
As soon as we get out, I'm just like...
I did not get any of that, Lottie.
Yeah, sorry, you're breaking up.
Garbled.
Yeah. As soon as we get out of the temple, I'm just like, what the fuck?
How about, and I put an arm around Penn and an arm around Rash. I think we'll go get drunk. And
You're right. Let's not think about this until the morning.
And I think maybe I should have asked him for healing because I don't think my ribs are supposed to move this way.
I'm
You'll be
sure
fine
after
in
a
the
nap
morning.
it'll be
I
fine.
took 19 points of damage, guys.
I heal him.
Resh can also help heal.
Oh yeah, you guys actually have healing spells.
Yeah, I just cure wounds him.
I mean, yeah, you absolutely
Don't
can,
do
or you could go to bed. You could just have a long rest.
I cure him
They're gonna
anyway.
Okay.
47.
That's fair enough.
Let's get back first, and then they can go. I like you more, thank you.
I love you. I just love you.
I'm buying the first round. Everyone, let's.
And as you
And the
walk into the old dancing legs, you can see quite a few people in this tavern. It's relatively bustly, and they all seem to be in good mood, as tavern goers tend to be. And you can see Jess behind the bar, tending quite happily. You can see one or two hands running around and delivering plates of food and taking orders. And you can still see the chef in the back. Oddly enough, actually, you can actually see the boar that you caught that morning.
Oh.
With its head missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I go up to the bar and I immediately put my flask down. Please fill this with something toxic, and I would like 2 pints. Start shuffling
And
down.
yeah, you just throw your coins down, and Jess laughs heartily, and she says, "Absolutely!" And she just pours you like she sort of taps her nose a little bit, of like, "I'll even get out the secret stuff for you." And
Sure.
she goes, she sort of rummages underneath the bar and brings out this lovely amber-looking liquid, and she goes, "I got this from my hometown village, you know. We make the best." And she pours you the scotch into a tumbler.
Resh
No,
is like now
no, I-
standing next to Hal, and he's just like, "Why isn't she mad at us? Why isn't she mad at us?" Like,
Because we're. And then, okay, and honestly, what Hal does, he picks up the tumbler and he picks a couple of the ice cubes out because he said no ice, and then he looks at, and then he puts his arm around Rush again and goes, "Because we're fucked, my guy," and then he knocks it back.
And as Jess sees you knock it back, she's like, "Oh, I like the way that you drink. You guys new in town, or are you just passing by, or are you part of the caravans coming by, or what?"
We're passing through. It's about, do you have any room left?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I've got a full. I mean, relatively empty at the moment. People mostly park their caravans outside the town.
Ah. Have you Never mind. Could I purchase a room for the night for the 4 of us, please?
Absolutely, that'll be 50 silver.
50 silver. No worries. I hand over that silver, and I'll have what he's having, and I point at Hal.
She winks at you.
No ice.
And gives you a straight whiskey, scotch.
Okay. I chill the glass between my hands and knock it back.
With your prestidigitation.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that was clever. That was clever. I like that.
What are
I
you
want
drinking,
mead.
Rush?
I
You
want
want
a lot of mead.
You want mead?
Yeah. I want mead.
Mead?
I want mead and chicken wings. You're paying.
Can we have 4 plates of chicken wings, please? And do you sell garlic bread here?
Cheesy garlic
I-
bread.
Garlic? You just want me to put garlic on bread?
Yes, and toast it, please.
With butter and
With butter and
cheese.
herbs.
Yes.
Cheese.
That seems reasonable. Hey, and there are 4 plates of that?
Yes.
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 Oh, okay. 4 plates of chicken wings and garlic bread, and she scribbles it down on her notebook, and sort of you can see her do a large question mark motion, and she sort of passes it through the window to the kitchen, and then you just sort of hear garlic bread.
She's a cooking wizard.
And you sort of hear the chef sort of slap his junior, and he just goes, just do whatever the fuck it says.
No. The chef's in the back and he's like, I've come up with a new recipe.
That's it.
Let's go and shop with everyone else.
Okay, well, you are getting absolutely plastered. About after 3 rounds, your chicken wings and garlic bread appears, and the chef actually comes to deliver it to you himself, and he has a look of awe and wonder on his face, and what is quite clearly garlic butter all around his mouth.
I take my plate and I go, you're welcome.
And he actually, like, this sort of grubby dwarf, like, just grabs your hand and shakes it.
I pat the top of his hand
and he goes, I'll never forget this.
My friend would have to call it panes pan toast. Panes toast. It's garlic pane.
Panes.
Now, you do a lifeline now. I'm going to have to dedicate part of my spell book for a garlic bread recipe. Oh god, I am going to become a cookie
Later,
wizard.
you'll realize how to fry potatoes.
I pat his hand and I'm like, the secret is you add garlic to everything.
I'm beginning to believe that's true. Do you think we could do it for the board that we got in this morning?
Yes.
Please do.
Yes.
Blaze
Blaze it with garlic butter and put it in for a slow roast.
Oh
Trust
no, but
me.
that'll take too
Slow
long.
roast,
Can we get
like-
a leg of that on the table.
Putting it in a smoker?
Barbecue.
Yes. Yes. Put it in a smoker.
Oh, all right. I think I can have that. And he's getting really excited now. I can have that for you tomorrow evening.
Yes.
Yes. We're
And
gonna have to
while
stay
all this
another
is
night, guys.
While all this is happening, Millie, I would like you to know that Hal rolled, where is it? Just check.
A 15 and drunk.
Hal only rolled a 13 because he's drunk.
Okay.
And he stole a chicken wing off Fresh's plate.
Resh, give me a perception check.
It doesn't
Oh
even
my
pass Resh's passive.
Yeah, I know.
Passive perception. Are these passive perception or actual perception?
Just roll perception for me.
Okay. Let me. Oh my god.
When he inevitably starts going on at Hal,
What was that?
can
18.
I steal?
19.
19. Yeah, you definitely notice Hal taking a chicken wing.
I swat his hand.
Um,
I swat.
While this is going on, can I try and steal a ticket?
Yeah, go roll sleight of hand.
Chicken wings.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's a pretty good one. I rolled an 18.
So while Resh is batting away Hal's hand, Penny, you grab like 3 at once and put all of them in your mouth at the same time, and then just
And the exact same way that I'm laughing, where it kind of hurts and my eyes are tearing up, exactly that.
Just let the tiny tiefling eat.
No.
Jess is watching all of
And they
this,
will deny
and
this.
she's
Will deny that they're not her.
quite amused at the moment.
We look like very good friends, at least. Who does Morris steal from?
Like, Rush
Oh,
is gonna
I-
know, and he's gonna look at Pane, and he's like, I hate you.
No, I'm going to try and deny everything, but with my mouth closed and giving stuff in there. So it's going to be more like me going wide eyes and going pointing down at my own plate and going.
Except
Rush has had a few meats at this point, and he's tiny and a lightweight. So.
Should I roll for deception?
No, because he's gonna grab her by the front of the shirt and
No,
say,
but you didn't see me.
Yeah, you didn't.
"No, he can see the chicken." He knows his chicken wings.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
No, but as far as Resh is concerned, as far as Resh knows, those could have come from my plate because you didn't actually see me take them.
While
I
Resh is confronting Pane, Hal, give me a sleight of hand check.
21.
You steal 3 more chicken wings from Resh's plate.
Can I roll deception to try and convince Resh that they're my own?
Oh my god.
I go for my drink and Mort's already drunk and I go, hey.
Oh my god. Resh is just, he's so dismayed.
Get Resh. I rolled an 18 deception.
He's been starved most of his life and you're stealing his...
I pick up a chicken wing
don't
and
do
just
that.
shove it in Resh's mouth.
So
I can't remember what I have. Oh, okay. As we're eating, when we've eaten most of our chicken wings, and if Hal doesn't finish his plate, he of course gives it to Resh.
yeah.
Because hey, turned into a bear and bit the lady's head off. Hal takes one of the tumblers that he's drunk his whiskey out of,
Yeah.
and then pulls out his set of
It's
bone
scotch.
knives.
Very important. It's scotch.
Yeah, his scotch. It was scotch like 4 drinks ago. But
It could be anything.
I think that he and Jess would have an understanding when he goes, okay, I've had 2 good scotch. That was very, very good scotch. Need the shit now. Like the grog.
She's just giving
Bad
you like
stuff.
straight up ethanol.
She's giving him like the stuff
She's-
that's, like,
Roll a
cut
Constitution saving
She's
throw.
giving you like fantasy nail polish remover, and you're fucking loving it.
Nice.
I pull out my bone dice and like I'm using this dirty tumbler and I just start shaking it. I was like, all right, come on, evens or odds. Soldier.
I'll play against
I join in. I definitely join in.
There we go. Millie, you can cut this scene when
Yeah,
I'll definitely drink it
That's
past that.
pretty much like your entire evening. And
Laughing, drinking, eating.
yeah,
and
laughing,
trying not-
drinking, eating, and trying to not to remember what just happened.
Happened.
And you guys sort of get comfortable, and you go up to your room and you sleep, and you have your long rest finally. Also, you have leveled up to level 4.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I think that's the longest session we've had. It was great.
That was fun.
Um,
Oh, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
that's good.
That was so good.
So yeah.
Like tears on my face. Eating chicken wings.
Awesome.
You are never gonna eat a plate of chicken wings in peace, my
I
friend.
really,
We
you
set a precedent.
you have
Versus
no
just
idea
go-
how
he's
much
still
I
going to
really
stuff his
want
face.
to have chicken wings right now. I really want chicken wings so
Do you
so
also want
badly.
garlic bread?
Yes,
Yes.
so bad.
I'm gonna have to buy some garlic
Okay,
bread tomorrow.
question time for me. If we're at level 4,
Yes.
Millie, are you giving us the option of we either take the ability score improvement or we take a feat?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just do level up now, so while everyone's sort of here.
Level up.
And
Right, 1 minute.
character management. Oh yeah, not Resh. Hal, you no longer have all of the stats of a cow. So you're safe from that. Oh yeah, so apparently Orc Pub is actually back up again.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm using this other sheet now.
Yeah,
so.
but just in case you wanted like easier access to Orc Pub, I don't know. But yeah, you can.
I'll use it for spell cards.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's a good.
Actually,
Alright.
Charles, if you can ever make it down to Aldershot, like the game shop. Or actually, if we're going up to London, we might be able to find some there. But
Yeah, there's the Orc's Nest.
yeah, there's Orc's
Gaming.
Nest, and then there's also we can look around Forbidden Planet and Orbital, see if they have anything.
Yeah. Forbidden Planet has jack shit.
Yeah, well, I know, but I really want that Chocobo trading game, like the Chocobo card game. I don't know what it is because everything was in Japanese, but I really want it. Right.
So if we're doing level up now, we can probably cut the feed.
Alright.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Billy, for persevering with all of the
That's alright.
horrible.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up with our shenanigans once again.
Oh, that's alright. Thank you for putting up with half of my made up bullshit.
We like your made-up bullshit.
Well, I mean, half of it was already thought out, and the guessing there is bullshit, but there we are.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, we'll cut it here, and see you in 2 weeks if we manage to get everything right this time. Who knows?
See you next fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys next year.
Bye.